Hi, good afternoon. Hi, it's April Braswell, and I'm an integrative wellness coach here in Orange County, California. That's kind of one of the titles that I use. I'm a life coach. I both coach individuals and small business owners here in Orange County and actually around the world. Now we're all doing that now with using Zoom and FaceTime and all these wonderful, and Skype. I've been using Skype for years that way. We're all connecting through the internet now. So I'm going to be taking my glasses on and off here. I like to use those sort of to connect a little bit more. It is warm here today in Southern California. It's quite nice. We did a little bit of a reprieve. Good morning, hi. I was saying good afternoon. Hi, it's April. Thank you for joining. Chime in the comments. Hi, give it a thumbs up and chime in the comments below and say hello and let me know where you're connecting from. I was just saying here in Southern California, we've warmed up just a little bit. We had a lot of rain in the last week or so. We're very grateful for that. We do live in the desert, so we are appreciative of our rain. And it was kind of nice with COVID-19 having the rain because it really encouraged people genuinely to stay safe and indoors and inside. I apologize if the background noise comes through a little bit there. Now that it's sunny, is my neighbors are out. Hi, thank you, welcome. Give it a thumbs up and chime in the comments below and let me know where you're connecting from and how things are going where you are. My neighbors are out now this afternoon all of a sudden doing more gardening work, and totally understandable. So that is one of the things with this beautiful, beautiful day. You'll see I'm wearing my sports bra top here is I made a point of hi. A girlfriend of mine was just saying that she can't come over, but she will a little bit later. So I'm making a point to go outside without like all my jackets and shirts on. If you have like a sports top or something like that, even if you can only go out in your backyard, go do that for about 5-10 minutes or so. They say like 10 to 15 minutes a day. Work on your vitamin D. We are all indoors so much more now. And it's not just your vitamin D in a generally healthy way. This is from friends of mine who are nurses, in particular who are holistic nurses, where they are reminding us that we want to be good about our vitamin D, both to get it naturally as well as to take some of the supplements. I have some from Costco. They're great. They're going to last me for the next like 3 years. I have so much of it that I got them on sale like 2 years ago. And so our vitamin D, I didn't realize this, supports our bone structure, which apparently is completely tied in to our immune systems. So it was not immediately obvious to me. There are a number of things I know with integrative wellness. I do not know everything. And that was one of those things, because I'm not a nurse, is she knew that. So I'm letting you know, remember to take a vitamin D supplement. They are fat soluble, so we want to be careful about not overdoing it on those, but we do want to take them. And then of course hydrate. You're going to see me hydrating a bit more this afternoon because I gave platelets yesterday. I apologize for not being able to do this morning. I was just literally zonked completely. I'm happy to give platelets. I am able to. The Red Cross has such wonderful standards for safety and the environment being clean and protected. And they're not sick people who come in. It's not like donating, not that they're donating at a hospital, but it's not like you're donating at a hospital where the environment is sick people come there. Well, the only people who are coming to the Red Cross blood donation centers are healthy people. They do not even let you in the door. They do a scan. They don't even touch you. They do a scan to take my temperature to make sure we don't even have any kind of a fever, any kind of temperature, no fever, temperature. Hi, thank you for coming. Chime in the comments. I can't always immediately see them when people comment. I apologize, it's the new interface with Facebook, but please do chime in the comments and let me know where you're connecting from and how I can pray for you. So the Red Cross is a very safe place to donate if you are able to. I have a number of people, a number of my friends, they are in, and some of them it's not obvious that they are in some high risk categories. God bless, I am not. And not only am I not, I do take a very good supplement from doTERRA. It's the number one product. I had no idea. It's the Lifelong Vitality Pack of supplements, and because it has the doTERRA essential oils in them, we absorb them better. We absorb them fully. They are known as bioavailable. And it made total sense because they have oils in them, so we can absorb them, whereas everything else is water soluble, and our cells have oil like a fat membrane to them. So oil and water don't mix. And so these are very absorbable. So every time I go, even though it's literally like once every 7 to 10 days that I'm going to give platelets, I have enough hemoglobin. I'm also being very good. I'll show you my empty glass. I have to do more of it. I do a green smoothie with a ton of spinach in it, as well as the doTERRA Terra greens. So I'm very dosed with greens and nutrients for especially the 3 days beforehand. But having given platelets, I'm now fatigued. And I want to let people know that because they often see me. I'm in the humor design type. I'm a manifester, and we are super energy. We are energy catalysts. And I've had people comment, "Do you ever sleep?" Yes, I definitely do. I sleep generally very well. And at the same time, when I go do something like that of giving platelets, it fatigued me. I was tired. I needed to go to bed early last night. I needed to take a nap at some point after I got home. Today, I was literally on the floor, like grounding energy during a mastermind call I was in. I'm like, today is not my day to speak. Don't have me be one of the guest presenters today. I was like, today is not the day. I'm zonked. So hydrate, sip, sip, sip. I need to extra hydrate having given platelets. So I apologize. I hope that doesn't come across, the swallowing sound doesn't come across too much. I've had that on other people's things, and it made it like incredibly loud. It was very funny. So I apologize if that's the case. I hope it's not. Hi, thank you. I can't see. Chime in the comments, but I can't see them. There's a new interface with the Facebook Lives where it's not always as visible the way that it was like a few weeks ago, of when someone's commenting and they're here and they're watching. There are people I know, and I can see there are several people here, and I can't see who you are right now. I apologize. Please chime in the comments and say hello and let me know where you're connecting from. I had a number of people over in my family and friends of mine who are giving platelets, or they're giving blood. They're doing what they can. Platelets really takes a chunk of time. It's not just, I mean, it does right now for everything, because it just takes longer. Like, you're there, even with an appointment, I had to wait a bit longer. It's totally fine, just how it is. Those of us who are healthy and are able to give, it's like, I want to do something. And it's a wonderful concrete thing we can do because it is desperately needed. Blood is needed. Plasma is needed. If you qualify for that, I think you have to be AB negative. As well as platelets are in shortage right now for a number of reasons. One, they're distinctly needed all the time. And then secondarily, a lot of the places it used to be like at our offices or different associations and organizations would host a blood drive, and they're all closed right now. So a lot of the ways that people were donating blood and doing all those donations, they can't. And then secondarily, even with the blood centers being open, hi, thank you for chiming in, they have, because of the social distancing, of course, they don't put us right next to each other. So there are fewer, even like, think of like, it's roughly like half the slots are now available. So, and then the other side too is staffing. Sometimes I was hearing at the place I was at yesterday that the whole blood appointments were completely canceled for the day because staff was needed at another facility. So that's something to be aware of as well, is that even when you want to donate, you have to make an appointment. There is an app there to schedule your appointments, and if any difficulty with it, I had a little glitch with mine. is they are so gracious over the telephone. Give them a call. The Red Cross is all around the United States. They're in Canada. There are a ton of locations. Here in Orange County, there are multiple locations. If you are able to, you should be able to get an appointment within like the next week to 10 days or so. There might be a little bit of you may not be able to get like every single day. If there's a particular day that you can go. My experience with platelets was it was about an hour, 15 minutes or so before I got literally on the chair on the table. Even with an appointment, just because it takes time. I had to wait a little bit because, of course, the person before me had, hadn't left the bed yet. And then I was on for about 2 hours and 15 minutes, and you need to do the after wait time for about half an hour or so in the canteen area. So I was there for a while. And so just know that, because some people are thinking, oh, it's just 2 hours. Well, yes, it's just 2 hours once you're on the bed, but there's the time before and the time after. So just plan that accordingly, and know with platelets or things like that, don't plan to go do another major thing later in the day. There are those people, God bless, I was not that person, where they're like, they can like get up and go, not exactly go run a marathon, but like go do something major later in the day, or they were fine the next day. I'm someone where I need to take it easy today. I need to rest a bit. I'll probably need to take a nap in the afternoon. And I have like 3 or 4 work meetings that I'm in today, as well as a Toastmasters meeting tonight where I'm the tech master. Thank God I'm not speaking, because I just don't have that energy to give. Whereas I do for the guided meditation. A lot has been going on. And this is one of the reasons I like to do this guided meditation. I had been doing it roughly Monday through Friday, around 8 o'clock or so in the morning, and it's looking like right now it's going to be closer between like 8:30 and 9. Definitely 9 o'clock tomorrow morning, unless I get called in to do something super early, but 9 o'clock about there, Pacific time. It is super important to have this connection and to do this connection time with each other, because we can't be in person. We can't shake hands. We can't give hugs. But we can do this, can't we? As well as it is very important for our immune systems. Got to sip more water. To do this. Pardon. It's important for our immune systems to de-stress. We need to release the stress and release the anxiety, and doing this kind of a guided meditation is a way that we literally relax and release from our brain. And our brain runs everything, and there's the science of our brain of when we are stressed, the stress hormones in our brain then actually diminish our immune system. We are more susceptible to everything and anything out there. I have friends who have mild cold right now, and it's not COVID-19, but because of all the stress that's going on, we can be more susceptible to the slightest virus. Everything else. I didn't want to say virus. You know what I mean? A cold. Just those sort of smaller things where we are more susceptible to them. I have a girlfriend where she thinks she has it because she's a bit sick right now. And I'm praying that it's simply a cold. And she's doing everything she can to take care of herself. She's young enough that hopefully she'll be fine. It's just a matter of we're actually wanting to actively practice good self-care. There is a lot more going on. I heard someone yesterday define trauma. And the very definition of trauma is what's going on for all of us. So even as positive as we are, and as, I'm incredibly blessed and fortunate. My home is taken care of. I have food for the table. I may be bored with eating some of the same stuff, but like we have legumes, we have lentils, we have beans, we have stuff, because I lived in earthquake country for so long that, I have that because I'm used to being prepared for that. So it'll be boring, but we have stuff. Even so, our unconscious mind, our emotional mind is mildly traumatized right now. Even if we rationally don't feel afraid, it's like our inner child, that part of us who like is a little kid, and they're like, you can't fool me. is the ones where like the little kid who told the, recognized that the emperor had no clothes. It's like that. That little inner child's like, you can't fool me. This isn't normal. This isn't regular. This is a little bit scary. And on some level, that part of us, we want to give love and radiance to that. So let's go ahead and start the meditation. Put both feet on the ground. And wherever you are, sit where you can have both feet on the ground and just start doing exactly this kind of thing with your body. Of gently rotate your neck and bring a little movement and rotation into your body. I don't do a lot with it, just a little movement. I'm not trying to wrench my neck. I mean, I can feel like where it might crack or pop later, and I might do that later. I'm just trying to relax and bring that wonderful oxygen in where I am, and see if you can have anything like this where you are. I have our sliding glass door here in the living room is open. The screen door is closed, and I have both have a beautiful view right now, beautifully sunny. And let me see if I can pop that around nice decently. That will show. There we go. You can see beautiful sunshine. There's some birds there. It's just nice and green. And you can see the scratch post there for the cat. It is one of the things that's really lovely here is sometimes a hummingbird will come by. And I'm originally from the Northeast. Hummingbirds, I don't want to say they're exactly commonplace, but they're normal here in Southern California. But I'm originally from New Jersey. I'm from Mercer County. And whenever we did not have hummingbirds, so whenever I see a hummingbird, I still have that excited little girl inside where I'm like, wow, it's a hummingbird. And I love seeing them. So it's such a treat for me. So I hope where you are, you can open a window or maybe crack a door open and let some fresh air, that wonderful fresh oxygen, let it come in. It's so lovely, all the noise from the cars and the freeways. We don't have that traffic right now, and so we don't have that pollution right now. Oh, and breathe it in, breathe it in, breathe it in, that wonderful fresh oxygen. And close your eyes. And where I am, I can hear, I don't know if you can hear it, I have birds chirping in the background. I hope there are some birds where you are, maybe some butterflies, where you hear some wonderful sounds from nature. And let them sing to you. And close your eyes, and in your mind, bring in 4 guardian angels into each of the 4 corners of your home. Guardian angels like Archangel Michael with flaming swords of protection, guarding and guiding us. And then open the crown chakra there at the top of your head and bring in radiant divine love from the very heart of God. However you imagine it. I know folks who are less anthropomorphic about God. If you're Jewish or if you're a Muslim, that idea of anthropomorphizing God may not really be how you see things. However you imagine it, it might be those amazing clouds after a storm. We've had those recently here. Those amazing clouds. And where the light is streaming through there. That radiant love from Source. Bring it in, bring it in, bring it in. And the radiant violet light and jade and all of those wonderful heart energies, bring them in and allow them to fill you completely. And just wash it over your face like a wonderful splash. You know those wonderful creeks where the springtime when you see the sun sparkling on the water. And this is a shout out to a girlfriend of mine from middle school, high school. I knew her for years. We were never super close, but she's just lovely. And I can't even think of her. Actually, I can. It's Susie Haynes. Haley is her last name now. I just always think of her from her girlhood name, and it is her birthday today. She shared such a magnificent photograph from where she lives with this beautiful radiance coming through in that picture. And I always picture those sparkling creeks or babbling brooks, those small bodies of water where the sunlight is dazzling, dazzling off of it, and bring that into you, bring that into you, and allow it to permeate, permeate all of your etheric body, your physical body, your emotional body, all the ways you think of yourself, and picture yourself the way that you are divinely created and made, knit together in your mother's womb, brought forth by God, and the very hand of God for the doctors and nurses and everyone who helped to birth you. You are here for purpose. You are here to have an impact and have a radiance from you. When I use the expression shine your essence and the shine your essence movement, I mean where God, that divine source, comes into you and uniquely interweaves with you, your temperament, your soul, all of you. So it is God in you, with you, and now then through you. So imagine now just kind of like, I've been doing more baking. A lot of us have been doing more baking. Chime in high and say, what you've been baking if you're baking more right now. I was making oatmeal like a week ago on a Facebook Live in the afternoon on Sunday, and I've been baking. I've been wanting more comfort food, so I've baked a few. I've been baking brownies and eating more of them. In my case, better that than like a 2-liter bottle of alcohol. So I'm enjoying a little of the brownies. It's like, yeah, and I'm keeping sober, so this is good. Your unique temperament. Mix it in, do a nice mix. I think of like stirring that when we're cooking. Stir that pot, stir that bowl with a wonderful homey wooden spoon, and stir God's essence in with you. Allow it to come in, let it come in, and now fasten on a breastplate from God, and put a breastplate on over your heart in a way where it's a permeable breastplate where your heart is open and has appropriate boundaries. So we don't get the rapier, that we didn't see blindsiding us. Is we are to have an open heart with a shield of protection, of good, healthy boundaries. Just because we are open and sending out love does not mean we're open to anything and everything. We still have that strong no. And say that with me in your mind and do a physical no. I'm not even pushing it. It's like a shield. And it's like that. It's a firm energy where you know what you are saying. You know in yourself what you are saying no to. And say no there and put that over your heart so you have that breastplate of appropriate protection, strong protection, because we are now to shine our light and shine our essence, that love energy, shine it out in the world. I was so fortunate yesterday. Actually, I went to 2 places. I was picking up face masks, and you might be going to the grocery store or just going to the gas station to, fill up your tank. And I recommend that around somewhere between half the tank and 3/4 of a tank or somewhere around there. Just remember, oh yeah, I need to go to the gas station. If you're anything like me, because we're being safe, we're generally only running those errands once or maybe twice a week. We're not going out every day like that, because there's a big deal to wash and clean afterwards. Wherever you go, bring that essence, bring that radiance with the appropriate breastplate on, and shine your essence. And a lot of us who are light workers and light bearers in this time, we want to shine our light. We want to shine forth this radiant love energy. And if you're anything like me, because I'm an extrovert, I'm used to being out in person. Even doing the Zooms, I can do it. It's very good. There's still a difference being in person. And so wherever you are when you go and run your errands, bring that energy with you. And know that the divine source is going to guide you. And it is no accident. I mean, literally yesterday, there were probably all of 6 people kind of interacted with. It was no surprise that something like 3 or 4 of them were divine appointments, where there were three definitely where it was, and there's another lady, or I think it was, and we didn't exchange information, and I kind of kicked myself slightly that we didn't, because there was just that little connection. She was giving platelets too, and we were just chatting as you do at the canteen, and people are so open right now that you can let your love essence shine and do. And if you're just simply being the gracious person there in line, and you're having good boundaries and just that warm, be warm, that warm sense of humor. And sometimes we're that cranky person. And I've been that cranky person, not right now, thank God. I've been that cranky person, and just when you do, just smile like, oh, I've been there. Just be warm and friendly with them. Disarm them a little bit with your warmth and understanding and compassion. And then where you can, I'm going to do this after we put the phone down, is rub your hands together, and do this before you go in or afterwards. Rub your hands together and send them blessing energy from your hands. You'll feel when you rub your hands together, you'll feel that tingle, and we are literally sending energy out to them, and we can feel it. Send that to them, and cloak the space, and cloak all the clerks, all the checkout people, all of our first responders. Cloak them now with divine love and protection. And thank you so much for joining me this afternoon. If you enjoyed this at all, if you missed part of it, it does repost here over at my Facebook page. You can rewatch it or another one another time. And please give it a thumbs up and a like, and share it with your friends, and invite them to come, because I do want my page, April Braswell Biz, to be a place where people can come and feel encouraged and connected wherever you are chiming in from the world. I'm here in the United States in Southern California. I have people from all around the United States, as well as many other countries. Thank you, bless you, welcome, and do chime in the comments with how you want support right now. I'm a coach. There are things I'm doing for free just to be a blessing for people. There are also things that I do that cost thousands of dollars, where I'm going to be offering it for around like $99 just to make it available, and some things free that normally would cost, like this, where I'm wanting to be a blessing, and we're all called to be a blessing where we are. So share this with your friends and your loved ones, where it can be a blessing for them too. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day. God bless. Please chime in the comments. Let me know how I can pray for you, how I can support you. Bye-bye, and have a wonderful day.